I hate to say this, but it feels like 2020 all over again. Overflowing hospitals and thousands of patients with flu-like symptoms. China is facing a new health crisis, a new disease outbreak that looks a lot like one virus. And as always, Beijing is sharing no information. They're calling it a pneumonia of unknown origin. That's how Chinese authorities have described it. Beijing says it has set up systems to monitor the outbreak. If you feel like you have heard this before, you have. From the same China some years back. They're making it sound like it's just the flu season. We hope it's just that, but sadly the pictures tell a whole different story. This is believed to be from a hospital in China. Clearly there is more to the story. We do not wish to speculate and feed the fear, but here's what we know so far. This is not a new disease. Experts say China is dealing with an outbreak of HMPV, the human metapneumovirus. HMPV has around for at least 60 years. It is quite common and easy to catch. Unlike the one virus, this time they seem to be dealing with a known disease. And yet there are reasons to be worried. The first reason is the scale of the outbreak. It is massive. Cases have been reported in multiple cities across China. Beijing, Tianjin, Hebei, Shaanxi, and Inner Mongolia. These 5 areas have reported the highest number of cases. But we don't know the actual caseload. As usual, China has not shared any data, so we don't know how much worse it could become. The second reason to be worried is the nature of the patients. HMPV attacks the younger sections of the population. Children and adolescents are the most vulnerable to contracting this virus. And a large number of patients right now are also children. Plus, treatment is challenging because just like the one virus, HMPV is a respiratory disease. There is no drug to treat it and there are no vaccines either. The symptoms are similar: fever, cough, and shortness of breath. In several cases, patients can develop other complications like bronchitis or pneumonia and may need intensive care, oxygen, or even ventilation. And how did Beijing respond? With a denial. On the issue of COVID-19 traceability, China has always upheld the spirit of scientific openness and transparency as it actively supported participation in the global scientific traceability methods. At the same time, we firmly oppose any form of political manipulations. China's openness and transparency have exceeded expectations. Does the WHO agree with that? In 2023, a WHO official was asked about this and he said, China's lack of data disclosure is simply inexcusable. This marks a sharp shift in the stance of the World Health Organization. In the early days of the pandemic, they had praised China's response to the one virus. We all know what a disaster it turned out to be. The world cannot afford a repeat of the same mistake. It must remain vigilant about China's latest disease outbreak. That's all for today. See you in another video. Until then, stay curious, stay informed.